Alright, so what is the outlook for Apple, alright, as we head into 2023, alright? So now we're like at the end of 2022 already, and for Apple, one of my favorite, I would say fundamentally strong stocks that have also unfortunately seen selling, right, since the beginning of the year when we saw selling in the tech sector, the Dow Jones, the market all selling down. Apple got affected as well and become like traded down to some of those key support levels. So what is the outlook as we head into 2023? I mean, now that we are just a few weeks into 2023, all right, what is the outlook? Can we actually see more weakness, or are there some signs of strength coming back? Could be a good bullish year for Apple in 2023. Hey guys, Joe here, top 10 Myzel, trader in Philips Securities, and in this video we'll be talking about Apple. I'll just do a quick outlook of where we are right now, some of the key levels you want to watch, and what are some of the targets that we can potentially head to before some selling can actually come back again, right? So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. If you are looking to buy Apple, looking to sell, maybe you're holding on to it, you have no idea when to get out, I'm sure this video will help you. Let's go. So here's Apple trading at about $142. So just a quick overview of what has happened over the past 1-2 years. You can see that this was a really good move uptrending since COVID in 2020. We were in a pretty strong uptrend. Look at this red line, 100 days moving average was like trading up above the blue line, all right, and all the way until somewhere around like beginning of 2022 or end of 2021 last year. That was where there were some signs of the trend, right, starting to turn from like up to a bit of a sideways move, right? Look at this right here. So we can actually look at this here, whereby the red line, 100 days moving average, kind of like went below the blue line. It shows like there are some signs of weakness, right? And of course, we broke certain support levels right here, the 150. So 150 was like a pretty good support level, and unfortunately we broke down somewhere in May when the market started to sell off. We broke the 150 and we traded down all the way to about 130, right? So right here you can see that we broke 150, swing down, swing up, swing down again, retested the 150, and we started to push all the way back up to around the 180. So what are some of the key resistance levels that you want to take note of, or in terms of the target? I think that 180, look at this right here, we touched about what, 1, 2 times, 3, 4, 5 times around here, and that's where selling actually came back. So 180 would be a really key level to watch, I think, going forward into 2023. If you want to see the uptrend start to happen, we definitely want to breach the 180, 185 level for Apple to really find new highs, to be a bit more bullish, and for the uptrend to actually continue further. So 180 would be that level, right? But right now, you can see that we are pretty much trading below this immediate resistance level. Same thing, the 150. So yeah, we kind of like touch 180, we swing back down. You can see right here, we managed to break down again the 150 and swing up and down. I think this is pretty much the range right here from 130, all right, 130 to about 150, right? A $20 range. I think that is pretty much the range back to where we were somewhere in like May all the way to July for like 2 months before we broke above 150. We went up. So you can see that past 1-2 months we are actually attempting to break the 150 level here, all right? But it seems like sellers are kind of like pushing prices back down below 150. So yeah, I think in order for a good reversal back up to 180, we want to see firmer price actions, or prices kind of like holding above 150, all right, for more strength all the way up to 180. All right, and what about the trend? So as I mentioned, the trend wise, I would say in the mid to long term, all right, we were looking a little bit shaky right here where the red line kind of like broke down below the blue line, all right? But you can see that over the past like 1-2 months, this red and blue line, I mean, they were like kind of like sloping down at the beginning of the year, right? Both sloping down, but it seems like over the past few months, this red and blue line are starting to flatten out. I mean, they are not like pointing down, right? Pointing down. I mean, if they broke that 130 support level, like this key support 130, if they break that level, then I think it will pretty much point down. But right now, it seems like some good support has been found around 130, rebounded a couple of times right here, all right? And this red and blue line are starting to flatten out, right? You can see that they are very close to one another, all right? It just shows that we are in what we call a bit of a sideways consolidation in the mid to long term, which is good, which I mean, at least it's not down, right? It's not down, it's not like breaking the 130 and heading down like many of those tech stocks that just hit lower and lower, and the red and blue lines are just pointing down. that is in a downtrend. But for Apple, it is not really in a downtrend. I would say just a little bit of a short-term weakness, but we are actually kind of like consolidating in the longer term, all right, in this range right here. So the range would be, I would say, this range, okay, so from 130, all right, 130, as I mentioned, 130 would be a good support level, all the way back up to 150. After 150, then back up to 180. So that would be like kind of the range, I would say, over the next few months, or maybe as we head into 2023 as well. All right, so as we consolidate, hopefully we start to see a reversal back to 180 in 2023. If that happens, we might even attempt to break 180, and if that happens, I think we might get out of this range to a higher range, and that's where the uptrend can actually continue even further. All right, so that will be for Apple, right? That would be for Apple. I think any dips near to 130. So okay, let me just draw it for you right here. I think any dips to near 130, it seems like we saw a couple of rebounds right here. So any dips, or as it retraced a little bit near to 130, 135, around there, I think buyers are starting to come and bargain hunt. So if you do hit there, that's where you could also time your entry to get in on dips. If you want to ride the rebound, or if you're looking to position yourself for the longer term, or in terms of investing in this fundamentally strong stocks as well. Alright, so this Apple, I hope that you like this video. If you like this video, guys, just go ahead to give me a like and smash the subscribe button as well. That will really help out the channel. Thank you so much for doing that, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Take care.